In this short video, I'm going to explain how on Base44 you can manually update some of your images that you might be storing in your data. This is something that I was finding particularly confusing to work out, so I thought I'd make a really quick video and show you how to do it. For context, I'm making an app at the moment called Delivery Deck. I've made a few videos where I'm explaining how I'm creating it bit by bit, and the essential idea of the application is that it gives a set of different cards that inspire people who are in product teams. So I've got this retrospective section, which if I click on it, I can go and select to draw a card. And then when I'm drawing those cards, I've got these great cards here that I can see a provocative question, and then I can click and it can flip over with a bit of an explanation to use in a retrospective as a product team. This is all looking pretty cool, but there's something that's been annoying me. I used the app builder to generate a bunch of images, as you can see, like the one here. But there is a problem. I tried to make it so that each of these images were transparent, but in reality, they're not quite. They have a sort of transparent like look, but in practice, it's a checkered pattern behind it, and the AI didn't quite do the job as I was hoping to. So what I really want to be able to do is go in and actually just replace these images with images that I would prefer to be there as a direct replacement. It took me a little while to work out how to do this, but actually it's a really easy way to do that. I'm going to unselect the preview view and exit out of that for a second so that I go into my normal editor view. And just for clarity, where are these images stored? They're actually stored for me inside my dashboard inside the data for my cards. I've got rows of data here that describe each card, the text content, and at the end they have a image here. Let me click on this particular one that says what user evidence actually informed our decision. On here you can see a bunch of different information, and at the bottom is an image URL. I've actually already pasted this one here. This is the image that you'll see on the app. I'll go find it for a second. If I go back to the preview, if I just go through a few cards, I can find this eventually. Here we go. This is the actual image, and you can see that same image is here. And if I actually go to the root of that image, it looks like this if you blow it up. And the problem I've got is this checkered pattern. Well, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to directly replace the image here. And because we know where this information is stored, and in my case it's within this section, I can actually directly replace where this URL is pointing to. At the moment it's pointing to the image that was automatically generated, but this could be anywhere. But there is one particular place that I've found that you can do this directly inside Base44. If you go down here on the chat window to this plus button, it actually allows you to choose from library. I'm going to go on this library, and you can see there is an example image on here that I've uploaded before. But what I'm going to do now is upload a new image to replace the old one. It's going to look really similar, but I've just taken away that checkered look in the background and I've replaced it with a basic white image. I can do this by clicking upload and then just adding the image in that I want to add. I've called this evidence.png, and it looks very similar to the original image. It just has a plain white background. I'm now going to actually select this 3 dots on the bottom of the image, what you might call an ellipsis, and I'm going to copy the URL, and I'll cancel out of here, and then I'm going to go back to my example card, and I'm just going to paste that URL here and press submit, and that is going to update the data so it's now directing to the new image instead. We can now go back to the preview, and initially you won't see that change. You'll have to click this button to hard refresh the app. This will start this loading, and then your app will restart. And once it's in place, I can then go and click through on retrospectives and then draw some cards until I find my card again by going next card. And now when I've eventually got to my new card, you'll see it's been replaced with the new image I've put in here. Now I've replaced it for a very similar image, but you could do that with absolutely anything. Anyway, I hope that was helpful to you. If it was, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more tips on how to use some of these AI tools like this.